do now?
The Amazing Digital Circus, the last act. I had the opportunity to watch this morning. I went to like one of the first showings, and I'm going to tell you, I am just blown away by what I saw. I'm going to get more into that, but make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Would really appreciate you if you subscribe and follow here on YouTube. Also, you can check us out anywhere else. TikTok, Letterboxd, Instagram, all provided on the screen. Make sure you follow us there. We got a ton of videos coming your way. We're going to dive deep into that finale and talk more about it. This is going to be spoiler free, of course, but we'll get into spoilers later on. We're also going to talk about the series and theories and just do deep breakdowns on each episode, because I think there's a lot we can take from each of these episodes, and I'm excited to get into that. But right now we are just talking about the last act as a movie, my opinions on it, and was it good or was it not? So let's get into it. The last act. So the Amazing Digital Circus is created by Gooseworks, and it is on Glitch's YouTube channel if you haven't checked it out already. This is all about the finale, so I might talk a little bit spoilerish, maybe. I don't think I will, but you know, just in case you haven't seen it, I really suggest it. It's such an amazing series. The finale will be on YouTube, I believe, June 15th, so it's a bit away, but still, let's get into the last act. So pretty much what I thought about this as a film is that it is one of the best films of the year. Now, granted, it is episode 8, which is already out, in episode 9, which I thought was interesting for them to have an episode that was already like showcased on their YouTube channel like some time ago and now be part of the film. But I think when these two episodes are put together, it works a lot better, you know? And it just made sense. And I was curious as to why they didn't just wait to release episode 8 and 9 together and just call it a finale. I don't know exactly what happened there, but you know, I had been some time since I watched episode 8, because I watched it when it first came out, I believe back in March. And so I was just like, you know, it was whatever, but it was just still a little bit like, maybe I should have waited to watch this all together at the same time. And that was the only like minor issue I had, but still, it was sort of fun to see everybody in the theater remembering sort of the lines from that episode and reciting them, and almost gave more of that community feeling of sorts, which I thought was dope as well. But now episode 9, the episode nobody's seen, finally came on for the movie, the last act, and my goodness, what a whirlwind of emotions this was. I think that what they were able to accomplish with this episode was just beautiful. It is a avant-garde style movie where you're pretty much seeing the characters go through these different like spirals of their psyche, and it really was elevated to a point where I was just like, where are we headed next? Because it kept surprising me at every turn, every time we stumbled upon something new, and I was just at a loss for words. I thought that they did an amazing job at blending all of these different animation styles and really bringing it together almost like a grand finale, but also as a tribute to maybe things that they were inspired from as animators. And I thought that that's what really elevated this a lot. I think the voice actors here are incredible as well, and you really have to give it up to them. This is a very, I would say, Jack-centered episode, but at the same time, I feel like it works for everybody, giving them the arc that we've been looking for each character as well throughout the series. And I thought it was a very impactful and gut punch of a finale as well, because it really decided to go there and then some and really just put it all on the table, which I thought was great. I think that this is also one of those more cathartic feeling finales than anything. I think a lot of people, if they're expecting something out of it or some sort of showdown, might be let down, but the more you think about it and see where these characters went from episode 1 to where they are in the final episode and what happens by the last like 10-15 minutes of it, by the last 10 or 15 minutes of it, you realize just how much of a great finale this was. And that's all I was looking for. I think as a standalone, it also works so well about the power of friendship and community and all of that, and just how much we really are supposed to be there for one another, how that can work as a great asset. And I think that's where it really shines. The amount of depth, the amount of sort of nuance that the characters have and are written with also adds to just how incredible this has been as an experience to watch from the first episode on YouTube to now the finale on the big screen, and really see the dedication behind it, not just from the fans that continue to come, but also from the team that works on it, is just outstanding. And I think that this is definitely going to be one of those series that will be talked about for a long time and will continue to grow. I think when people start to realize that they've been missing out on this, I could definitely see a whole like super montage of all of the episodes put together to see on the big screen, and I'd be open for that as well. But overall, I think they nailed the finale. I think they did an amazing job. The animation was incredible, and I think the story as well, where it went, was unlike anything I expected it to do, and that's always what I want. I want the unexpected. I want the theories to be very wrong because I want to see what the creator wants to do. The fan service and all of that can be fine sometimes, but I think it's great when they decide to do what they think is best, and I think that this handled it amazingly well, and I'm excited and ecstatic to see what the rest of the team does. Everybody here was great, but let me know what you thought about the Amazing Digital Circus, the last act. Was this all you wanted, or were there some things missing for you? I'll talk more about it in a spoiler video because there's a lot of things I want to dive deeper into that I thought were incredible, but it's just too many spoilers, so I don't want to spoil you here or do any of that. I just want to let you know my thoughts and opinions on it. I already have it like at number 2 for the year so far. You could check me out on my letterbox to see the top 4 right there, and I think that it definitely could go higher on a rewatch, which I think I could use a rewatch of it because there's so much going on here. I was shedding tears, I was laughing, I was smiling. This is definitely one of those that is just going to have you through all of the emotions, and you're just going to leave the theater, I feel, satisfied, especially if you've been a fan since the beginning and see where these characters have gone, and then you finally get those cathartic moments with each and every one of them, especially the ending. It is a very, very good time. So overall, definitely worth checking out. Check it out in the theater. It is great to watch on the big screen because the animation here and everything they decide to do with it really is taking leaps of faith in order to give us something that I feel like we don't really get, and that's something very original, and that's what it is, and I couldn't ask any more of it. So I'm excited and happy where we are currently with this, and cannot wait to hear more thoughts. So let me know your opinion down below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. 50,000 subscribers is the goal. We're going to do theories, we're going to do ending breakdowns, and we're going to talk spoilers. So make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss out, or follow us wherever else you can. I'll see all of y'all next time. Stay safe, stay positive.
Jax?
Have you ever done something that you regret?